everyone, welcome back to Cardens Gardens. I'm Lauren Carden, and today I'm actually going to be filming a video on how to care for my houseplants and feed my fish. I'm going to be posting this for my friend who's actually caring for my fish and my plants while I'm going to be out of town for the next few weeks. So I thought this is probably just the easiest way to walk you through it and show you everything that they need. Really, they just need checked on twice a week, Wednesdays and Saturdays, starting this Wednesday, and you can feed the fish on the same schedule. So feed them on Wednesdays and Saturdays, and I'll talk you through each plant and what to do with them. All right, so let's get started. I'm gonna start over here on this little shelf. So basically, the plants that you're gonna water on this shelf are this one, and then just top off the glass with water. So what you do is just water the plant from the top, and you're just gonna water it until the water starts coming out the bottom. I'll give it a little drink and then I'll let it sit for a second, and you can see that the base is starting to fill up with water, so that's perfect. And then this one has enough water in it now. I just like to make sure that the bottom of the plant is covered. You can see that it is, so that one's fine. This one, again, just a little drink. I just like fill up the top of the planter there, and then that is plenty for that guy. These two, again, just top off with water so that they're full. And then as far as the other plants on this shelf, these two up here and this one down here, you're just gonna give them a little mist once a week, just like that. Don't worry if you think that this one here is dead, because it kind of is. So this whole shelf, just once a week, check on these guys, water this one here and this one here, and then just mist the top shelf, this one, and refill the two glass here, and make sure that this one, the bottom of the plant, is still covered. All right, and here next to the shelf, there's two hanging plants. Just water these guys once a week as well. Same as the other ones, you're just gonna water it all the way through until the water starts to collect down here in this little tray and in the pot for this one. And yeah, once a week and they will be fine. And this little table that's next to my ottoman in the window, these plants also are just gonna get a drink once a week. Now you might not be able to see the water draining out, so just kind of make sure that the top is fully watered on both of them and they should be fine. And then these guys down here, they really don't need a lot of water, so you can just really give them like a splash once a week and they'll be fine. Over here on the shelf above my TV, this plant also can just get watered once a week, which is fine. And then this plant I would water on Wednesdays and Saturdays. So just twice a week, give it a little drink, again, until it runs out the bottom, and that should be fine for this plant. Over here behind the TV, there are 3 succulents. These guys can get a small drink once a week. This one has actually 2 pots, so there's a small one on top you can see and a normal size. Just water them both, water it through the small one, and then give it an extra drink in the big pot. And then these don't need a ton of water, just like 1 little drink once a week. So for this guy here, you can just give it 1 healthy drink once a week. Just kind of water it on the back side and the front side. And then on Wednesdays and Saturdays, just mist this moss pole. You're just gonna take the mister and just mist the pole. It's gonna help it keep it humid and just make sure that the plant has enough moisture for the roots. All right, and then here on the table, this guy, you can just give a little bit of water once a week. It doesn't need much. But this guy likes to get watered twice a week. So Wednesdays and Saturdays, just again, water it until the water starts coming out into the bottom tray, and that's good. And then this guy is a once a week. Just give it a healthy drink. The water will not run out of this one, so try not to overwater it. Just water it enough so that the top is all wet. Okay, and then this guy that's hanging here next to the table, I would give it a drink twice a week. So Wednesdays and Saturdays, just water the top until the water runs out into the tray. And it's okay if the tray fills up, just as long as it doesn't overflow, because the plant will suck that water back up from the tray. And then there's 2 plants that are hanging here next to the stove. Water those both twice a week too. And if you can't reach them, feel free to just use this chair. I stand on it to water my plants all the time. So just come up here, and again, you'll water it all the way through. You can see I just watered this one, so the tray still has some water in it, and that's fine because the plant will continue to suck it up as it gets dry. If it, for whatever reason, when you've watered it on Wednesday or Saturday and you come back to rewater it and it still has water in the tray, then I would say that it doesn't need a drink. But it's been so hot lately that I'm assuming these guys are gonna need it twice a week. And the tray is not as big on this plant, so just be careful because it overflows a lot when I water it. But I just like water the top to make sure it's all moist and let it run out the bottom. And then here, hanging from the big plant, there are 2 more air plants in glass orbs. You're just gonna take the spray bottle and mist those once a week as well. Okay, and then just getting into the plants in the kitchen. This one here, I have severely underwatered it for a very long time. This guy can get watered once a week, as well as the one right behind him in that terracotta pot. Once a week is good for that. And then these 2 in the back, those aren't gonna get any water the whole time. And then just on the other side of the stove, I tried to break out the plants by how often you will water them. The ones here in the front, in front of this tray, are gonna get watered once a week, very similar to this guy over here. So just once a week on those. This one you might wanna put in the sink. That's the only tray I have under it, but the water will leak out and collect in this tray if you do wanna just leave it there. And then the ones actually on the tray, this one's gonna be a once a weeker, just a small drink. It doesn't need a lot because the water is going to collect in that pot down there, and I don't want it to sit in the water too long. And then these 2, this pot here and this blue pot here, those are going to be twice a week, so Wednesday and Saturday. And then once a week, just top off this vase with water just to make sure that it's full. And I moved this plant over here above the sink just because it doesn't have a tray under it to catch the water. So I water this guy twice a week, and I just water it until the water comes out the bottom and just drains into the drain. So water this guy on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Over here on top of the fridge, this guy in the back is not gonna need watered the entire time that I'm gone. However, the one in front of it should get watered once a week. And this guy here at my coffee station just needs watered once a week. And just pour a little splash in there. You don't even have to put much for this guy. He doesn't need a lot of water. And then for outside plants, doesn't need a lot of water out here because they're used to the hot sun. Everybody can get just a drink 1 time a week. To feed the fish, all you're gonna do is take a small pinch about like that, maybe a little more. Yeah. Take a small pinch about like that. It really doesn't need to be much. And then open the lid of the aquarium, and you're just gonna kind of roll it between your fingers to munch up the food and make it smaller, since the fish are very small. And I just kind of sprinkle it along the top like that. And if you feed them on Wednesdays and Saturdays, that's plenty enough food for them. Thank you so much for caring for my plants. I really, really, really appreciate it more than I could put into words. Love you so much, and I will see you when I get back. Bye!